Hey everybody, I am not sure if my message got out there that I was going to do this today around 9 o'clock. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm actually sitting at my piano. I had a thought of a song that came to me, and I might actually attempt it in a little bit. So I'll give just a couple minutes to see if anyone pops on here. This morning I got up early. My daughter needed to ride to work, and so I got up early and I typed out up there that I was going to do this around 9:20. I'm about 5 minutes late, but I went back to bed. So I was so tired this morning. So I did go back to bed. So got up a little bit later than I had planned. So I'm about 5 minutes later than I wanted to be on here, but that's okay. What I would like to talk to you about today, and I guess I already said that. See, I'm still really tired sitting at my piano. But while I was driving my daughter to work this morning, I heard on the radio that they were talking about possible storm and rain. Good morning, Gloria. And it was so beautiful out. The sun was shining. And it just seemed strange that on the radio they were talking about how we were going to be hit with rain and storms most of the day. And it still hasn't hit. I think you can see behind me it's pretty sunny outside. And I got to thinking about how that's a lot like our grief. Sometimes we can predict when the grief maybe is going to hit us because we know there's something coming up that's going to trigger our grief, that's going to remind us of the child that we lost, and so we can brace ourselves for it. And sometimes actually knowing that that time is coming can be worse than the actual event, and a lot of times that is, for most of us, that is the time of our child's death. The week, the 2 weeks, the amount of time leading up to that is so hard. And a lot of times it's harder than the actual day itself because we're dreading it so much, and we know it's coming, and we're thinking about it, and we're thinking about, what it was like 2 years ago, what it was like last year, what it was like 5 years ago, and that we didn't know that we were about ready to lose our child. And so we can predict some of these storms. We can predict some of these grief storms. We know they're going to hit. Other times, they just come out of the blue, totally unexpected. We have no idea that this grief storm is about to hit us. And it's like the weather. Sometimes we hear in advance that something's going to come, and other times we're really surprised. I mean, how often do you think you look outside and it's pouring rain, and your thought, or you turn to someone and say, I didn't know it was supposed to rain today, and they say, I didn't either. And grief is like that. All of a sudden it will hit us like a storm, and we had no idea that this grief was going to come out of nowhere and hit us. But the thing is, the sun always comes back out, doesn't it? It doesn't stay stormy. It doesn't stay raining. And maybe it's just a quick 10-minute shower. Maybe it's 3 hours. Maybe it's the rest of the day. Maybe it goes into a day or two, especially depending on where you live. But at some point, the rain goes away, the storm clouds lift, and there's sunshine again. And once again, that's like our grief. We can get hit with maybe a little shower. We can get hit with several days where it's just hard to function again. But at some point, that grief lifts so that we can function again. And the sun comes out, and we see hope again, that we can do this. I can live here on earth without my child. I just want to encourage you with that word. And I also want to let you know that I'm going to be doing a 3-session webinar live. It's going to be free, and it's going to be actually this coming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings starting June 6th. And I'm going to talk about how we're a 3-part being, body, soul, and spirit. In each session, we're going to talk about either our bodies, our souls, our emotions, and our thoughts and minds, or our spirits. and we're going to address what we can do to take care of ourselves, how we can help ourselves, how we can get to that place of hope and healing, how we can take steps in that direction in all three areas. So I encourage you to sign up for that. If you go to our Facebook page, you can find us at facebook.com/GPSHope, and you'll find us. Go to the events, and you'll be able to get more information on that and register for it. I hope you join us. And if you can't join for all 3 times, you will have a replay link sent to you. So if you're going to miss one of those, don't worry about it. You'll be able to get it. So let me just end by saying, I just pray that if you're going through one of those grief storms or grief rains, I just pray that you'll come out of that soon, that you'll come out of that quickly, that you'll see the sun shining, not only S-U-N, but the S-O-N, the sun shining in your life once again soon. And remember, we are here to be a light of hope in your place of darkness. Goodbye, everyone.